Finally, we're getting to it. We're finally putting the Lexan window on. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's TheRealTDawg back at here with another video. And yeah, we're finally doing it. We're finally doing it, YouTube. We're finally putting the Lexan panel on the RSX back there. So, just a little rundown. I didn't record it, but there's a lot of leftover window adhesive on the hatch. I took a razor blade and, you know, scraped it all, scraped most of it off, just enough to where it's all flattened and not, you know, no uneven levels and all that stuff. In this video, we're gonna install that Lexan window, kind of talk about how I'm doing it and all that stuff too. I'm here at Steve's place again. So yeah, let's go, let's check this thing out. So much tape, but okay. I got this Lexan from Y&S Lexan on Facebook. Pretty cool guy. Good customer service. Really good prices on his Lexan. So if you guys are looking for Lexan windows, chances are, well, if you're running a Honda, he only does like a lot of Hondas right now. So if you have an RSX, Integra, or any of the generations of Civics pretty much. Oh no, what happened? But anyways, here. Woo! There's a protective film on both sides. Well, probably what we're gonna do, peel back some of this protective plastic around the borders, so that way we could fit it on top of the hatch, and just to make sure, you know, the positioning and everything is correct. There is a chance we might need to trim some of the sides off, because he was letting me know that the RSX guys, for some reason, some of them are saying that you need to trim off some of the sides. But then he also showed me pictures of a few people who put them on without any trimming whatsoever, so it's kind of up in the air for us, so hopefully we won't have to do any trimming. Let's get this Lexan put on and make sure everything's all copacetic with the fitting and stuff. Alright guys, so we got some clamps. And from what we see, we do have to trim off some of the sides. Not a lot at all, but it does look like it needs some trimming. So we're gonna do that before we do anything like drilling. So, oh damn, what the heck? It's okay. All right, change of plans. We're not gonna cut it, at least not yet. We're gonna mount it as is, and then if needed, then we'll trim the sides, because then at least it's in a solid position and whatnot. So right now we're just gonna remove some of this protective covering on both sides, so you could see where we need to make marks for drilling. What we're doing now, we peeled back some of the protective film on both sides, and we're fitting it back onto the hatch. And through the Lexan, it's tinted, but we can still see through it. Seeing where we need to drill, and we're just gonna mark gold markers that I got, and pretty much, well, pretty much mark the spots and then take it off and drill them. Replacing the window. Huh?
That one right there.
Oh, that one? That's his.
This is 2001. I ain't changed all this stuff in 10 years.
Goddamn. Alright, so we marked where we need to mark. We're fairly certain that these are good spots. So what we're gonna do is take them off, take this panel off, put it back on the cardboard, drill out those holes, put it back on, and then mark on the hatch where we need to drill the hole for the rivets. So hopefully this shouldn't take too long, hopefully. All right. board, but now I marked around the hatch where we need to drill. So I'm gonna take this little starter drill or a starter punch to make a mark, to make like a divot for the drill bit. And then we'll start drilling out these holes. So let's get to it. So we had to go to our Home Depot to get, see I got rivets, but I got long rivets. So we went to Home Depot to get short ones because on the top of the hatch, it's kind of like small space. So we needed short ones because the long ones were a little bit too long. Oh, side note, when we were there, me and Steve, we saw Supra, the new one, for the first time in the wild. Not at a meet, just randomly out in the streets. So check that in the box, you know. So
Kind of want one now.
Everyone who's been saying that they look better in real life, that's a real thing. They actually do look pretty good in real life. And his is white, so white's always a great color. So what we're gonna do now is get the Lexan panel, fit it or put it back on the hatch to make sure all the holes line up and all this stuff. And then we're gonna take that window weld, 3M window weld, got it off Amazon. I got 2 of those things, by the way. Lay that down and then rivet as much as possible. See, the thing is, I haven't drilled the sides yet because I want to make sure it's good, like centered and everything, going from here to there. Because after we rivet those parts, we gotta kind of bend the panel to make sure that, you know, they fit and whatnot. But you guys will see. You'll see. Okay. Got the window weld on, so before it cures or anything, we gotta put on these rivets. Let's do this. All right, so we got the center of the bottom and the top on. I gotta break that thing off. These for some reason these rivets aren't breaking off like they should be, but they're working. It looks like we're gonna have to trim some of this of the sides, so Steve's gonna hold it up, and I'm just gonna shave off some of the sides. So here we go. Let me go over it one more time.
How is it?
That might work. Gotta push it in a little bit, but a little bit of flex in the window won't be shit.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do this side first. Yeah. Should we do the other side now?
Yeah. Just do the corners working.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna lay perfectly flat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not, yeah, I'm not expecting it to.
guess this one had a little bit more over.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we push it.
Yeah, you can, yeah, try it.
A little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, God, almost. Just a little bit more. See how impatient I was getting over here?
Yeah. You need to match it up with like this right here.
Yeah.
One eternity later.
All right, so we kind of trimmed as much as possible, but it's getting kind of annoying because we actually had more material on this side than the other side. I'm not sure how we managed to do that, but we're just gonna go ahead and rivet because it's taking longer than we were hoping, and it's kind of getting annoying. So, plus, there's a time limit with the adhesive.
It's like a race car already.
Well,
It actually does look not bad at all.
considering this is our first time ever. All right, guys, it's been about, I don't even know, we lost track of time, especially after we had to go to Home Depot for some short rivets, which we didn't need, by the way, which is funny and all, but hey, but we're done. It's about let me see, 11:42. This took us about a couple hours, that's for sure, but we finally got it. A pro tip for all y'all doing stuff like this: get a quality rivet gun, because every single one of these rivets were breaking halfway instead of all the way down to the rivet, and it was just, you know, causing us problems because it wasn't compressing the rivets all the way because of it, and we had to get, you know, pliers or whatever to like take the needles off. But
Funny sound.
yeah, it makes a funny sound when you close it.
That is loud.
As you can see, it's I still need to trim some of the sides because I underestimated how much I needed to trim off. It's not completely flush yet, but regardless, it's done. I finally have a window covering, or quote-unquote window covering this this damn car.
Doesn't work out, you just buy a hatch with a window.
True that, yeah. Or go big baller and just get a brand new window and have someone put it on, because I ain't gonna with it no more. So
I wouldn't, because you drilled the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Just buy a hatch.
Yeah. Oh, which reminds me, I gotta put in some more adhesive along the sides and stuff, because I had to dig some of that out to help compress the window on some of these rivets, because it dried on us before we could get to them. But regardless, we are finally done. All right, without further ado, we are finally unwrapping this window all the way now. Oh shit. Woo-wee. Look how clean it is, because, you know, it hasn't touched. Oh yeah.
It's kind of satisfying.
It's like the cell phone, when you get a new cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that.
Check the clarity. It's pretty clear.
For now.
Yep.
I got 20% tint. I mean, you're looking at the LED at the other in the garage, but yeah, you can definitely see through it. But it's 20% tint, so you can't see in it, like, you know. Well, you can, but like very hard. So, well, for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna tidy up the car a little bit. Steve was gonna work on his S2000 on something, but he's too tired now. This took a little more out of us than we anticipated. So, but anywho, thanks for watching. Hope you found this informative. If you liked it, please like, obviously, and if you haven't yet already, subscribe and share and all that stuff, and just, you know, just do what you do. Anyways, see y'all on the next one. Peace.